kids. Drink with me while I answer some questions with you guys. Okay. This is a Q&A that I had posted on my Instagram. If I'm even allowed to put that in the camera. So I'm just going to edit every time I'm going to take it out the camera. I'm going to leave it on the couch with me. Every time I take a shot of it, I'm going to just let y'all know I'm taking it off the camera, whatever. Okay. Not for kids. The Q&A was just about me personally, or just any questions that they wanted to ask. I don't know. The first person asked if I was good. Honestly, I do feel okay, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do have a mental issue and a mental health disorder, to where sometimes I go in and out of things. Like sometimes I feel very like A-okay one day, and then the next day I feel very, just, I'm very hard on myself. And I also, I don't know, like there's things that I really want to work on myself, that I'm trying to change about myself. There's things I'm progressing about myself that I want to grow. There's things that I have seen that I do not like about myself, that I want to detach from my old self, from habits that I have had. So yes, I'm fine. I'm just growing into a young adult from everyday basis. I'm about to turn 21 soon, and I just feel like I'm just growing older, and it's just based upon everything. I don't know how to explain it. I'm fine. Mentally, I'm fine. I feel like I'm all over the place. I do need to slow down. That's what I do feel like. I do need to. Somebody else asked me, when did you know you wanted to take tattooing seriously, and what made you even start? What made me start? Okay, when I first started, I was 16 years old, and I actually ordered it off of Amazon. My first tattoo machine was off Amazon. And the reason why I ordered it is because I've been drawing since I was 12 years old. I've been painting since I was 12 years old, so it's been about 7 years now. Ever since I got better from painting, I tried to sell it, tried to make a business, didn't make any profit, no people were coming to buy. So I had potential buyers, people talking, but it was no actual business that was made. So I was sitting and debating about tattooing. I ended up ordering it offline because I was thinking, I'm like, anyways, art is art, whether if I go into it. So I was like, if I can't get my paintings off foot, maybe if I tried tattooing. It was not, I first started, it was horrible. I couldn't even get in the skin right. I actually tattooed I don't even have a picture of it, but if I showed y'all the picture, y'all be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm gonna see if I actually have it, but I tattooed my brother, and it didn't go in the skin all the way. I was like, you know what, I'm giving up. I actually tattooed myself. Half of these tattoos, I have 3 tattoos done by 3 different artists. The rest of the tattoos are done by me. I actually have 2 tattoos done by the same artist, and 1 tattoo done by another artist. My back tattoo done by another artist. So 4 tattoo artists that has done tattooed on me. But the rest is on me. Neck tattoo from me. This is actually from 5 different artists. This is from my first tattoo that I ever gotten, because I was like, first tattoo is gonna be my brother's name. If you guys don't know, I seen my brother pass away, and he accidentally shot himself. I was there. I was 12 years old. This was always gonna be the first thing to come. Like, any other tattoo was not gonna beat this. Okay, and I also got him on my back too as well. I didn't think about that twice. I should have had, but I was young. I was like, but I don't find it weird or anything. But let me see if I can find. Never mind. I'm not going to be able to find it for y'all. But let me go back to the questions. But yeah, that's the reason why I started. I picked it up and it looked horrible when I started on my brother. I put it down. I actually tattooed myself for a while. I went over this one. This was actually like the first tattoo I done. And I went over this one. I put color in it. And then I did my hand. I really went over my hand and did this while I was still practicing. So I have not touched none of these tattoos in about 2 years. It's been a very long time since I touched these tattoos. Like I even have a stomach tattoo that I have not touched in like probably a year. I went over it. I had a spider web on there before. So my skin was actually the practice mode before I actually went to tattooing. And I still wasn't confident enough when I was tattooing myself. I ended up tattooing my sister a lot more, and she was very, she kept coming to me, so I was very interested in the tattoos that she wanted, and I ended up knowing how to pursue them. So I started feeling more confident in myself because I didn't have a machine in order to print out my stencils itself, so I was actually hand drawing them on my sister. And I didn't think about it twice when I opened this. Actually, I did, because when I opened my business, I was like, I'm just going to have to hand draw everything. It's going to take me 2 hours. So I actually told people to let me know what they wanted in our conversations. Like I sent them, is this how you liked it? Some clients said, no, can you redo it? I sat there and redid it. Sometimes there was a one that took me 4 hours to complete. Not like to literally just draw it. 4 hours to just freaking draw it. Because the first time I drew it, the head shape was wrong. So it just wasn't to the side that she wanted it to be. So I redid it. She loved it. And I can actually even show the tattoo on here. I was like, damn, I'm getting really good. Like, that's when I started feeling more confident in myself. Then I posted like $10 to $15 tattoos, like small tattoos. Everybody was coming. Like I kept having people come. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna just keep doing what I gotta do. And I just loved it. I never gave up since. I just kept going. And I let my clientele base go off of what it is. I really want to do better for my clients. I want my clients to be happy. I want them to have the best experience that they have and not want to go to a different artist. And it was like, I just walk in this. I'm so busy. I just walk into any type of nail salon just to get my nails done. So, I mean, I don't expect that from other people, but there's times where you don't have a set artist. And I am somebody's set artist because I do have clients who I am somebody's set artist. But there's just some people that, I feel like my name hasn't been gotten out there too much. But it's okay. Like, I am busy, and sometimes I don't have the best days for a lot of people. I get that. I understand that. So, I don't know if that's the reason. But there's just a lot of things I want to change in spite of everything that I have learned from what I'm doing. Because I know I'm a great artist. I've pursued a lot of things, and I love my artwork so much, and I want to meet the right people who love my artwork too, And I have met a lot of people who do. I have somebody who said to the next, let's take another shot. Okay. Somebody said, do you have a favorite tattoo piece you've done on anyone? There's a couple. There's a couple. In this video too as well, so you guys don't feel like it's just because it's going to show up in my brain, but y'all don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to show it too. Yes, there's a tattoo piece that I've done. It actually, it brought some, I love when I tattoo and it brings that smoothness in my brain that I can't, I don't know how to explain it, but it's the same thing when I'm painting. I love when I tattoo you guys and I'm able to just sit there and flow through it without feeling rushed in a sense. Because, when you first start a business, sometimes you do feel rushed, but you have to tell yourself that it's okay to slow down, especially when you are meeting somebody else, and this is not just a regular canvas or just a paper canvas. When I say canvas, I'm not talking about human canvas, you know. So it's different when you individually put yourself in a room with somebody else. But I have a couple favorite pieces, and when I go through them, I will show them on here. And the next question, I guess we're just taking shots at every single fucking question because why not? And I also have this Starbucks burrito that I got earlier. Don't judge me. It was literally before I went to work, and I left it at home for a reason. So I'm gonna be eating this too while I'm doing this with y'all. So another show up page. Okay. Somebody asked me. Okay, this is the most common question. Oh, sorry guys. This is the most common question. What's my YouTube? I actually posted it on my. I actually posted this on my Instagram when he asked me what was my YouTube. I didn't reply to any of these people because why would I reply to you guys? If you guys already know what I'm gonna say in my YouTube video, I want you guys to watch my stuff and not just feel like, oh, I already know she's gonna say it. Why would I watch it if I already know she's gonna say if she replied to me? No, I'm not gonna reply to you guys. So I did just show my YouTube, like I put my YouTube caption in there after I did it, but I didn't reply to it. Then same person, different question on a different account because I have 2 different accounts, and I'm asking for Q&As. He said, "What's your best way to get your attention?" And I find this very funny because if you guys know, it's very hard to. It's not even hard to get in contact with me because I communicate with people. It's just if I genuinely just like you, because I am kind of hard to open up to. I do have very bad trust issues, I will say that. I don't trust anyone and everyone. Obviously, you shouldn't, but I do have a serious problem with it. So I don't feel like everybody has the bad or the worst intention for me, but I do feel like I don't know, I just feel easy to read people. Sometimes I misjudge a book by its cover, but half of the time I'm right. So I don't want to say that I'm missing an opportunity with people or this and that, because there's times where I have gave people a chance and the benefit of the doubt, and they still took it and ran for it. Sometimes I'm tired, and I just got out of a relationship. If you guys have not watched my Instagram or have not watched me at all, I have got out a relationship not that long ago, and I'm still healing from it. So yes, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. I do mend people here and there, but I'm, there's no hard feelings about anything. I'm just a kind of hard person to get in touch with. So, if one day, if I feel like it's time to open my heart up again because that's just it, then hey, so be it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you probably wouldn't hear anything from me. Sorry. This one's my favorite question. Wait, we said we was gonna do it again before we do the video. Before we answer the question. Okay. Somebody asked me, what's a goal you chasing the most that people don't know about? One goal that I have been chasing a lot is stability. I've been chasing stability, retirement, and that comes with stability. That comes with building, that comes with, it's not that I've been searching for the right partner to build with. I'm letting that come find me. It's just, I've been told myself since I was a kid, it's an evil world to live in. And it's okay, you just gotta move on. Stop, don't let everything get to you too hard. because whatever you see underneath your eyes is not always 100% true. Like, there's one person that I had indulged myself with for about 4 or 5 years now. I still am talking to him. But there's a time where 2 years ago, he made, or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it's actually been a while. He, like, me and him were actually supposed to have this relationship, and I felt a very hard way towards him. And I had a vessel, like, there's just something over my eyes that I seen something different until we had this conversation, and I realized there's a lot of difference that we seen, that he seen, that there's just clarity that was needed, if that makes sense. We all have these things that we see about people, how people act, but we just don't have the actual, like, the information that we need. Either if it's from them or because it's from other people. Sometimes we have to stop putting people in cages and trapping them in order to, it's hard because I've been dealing with it too. That's why I don't want to say that's why I'm so alone, because I love being alone. I love being by myself. It's actually a hobby to me. I love it. It's a sacred thing that I do. So I don't know one on the timer. But yeah, that's the one most goal that I have been chasing that I have not told anyone about. Stability. I actually have told people about that because, I told my mom, my family, that I am chasing stability because it's not stupid. It's there if you see me. Okay. Someone said, how before... There we go. How did you learn to start saving? How I learned to start saving was when I was a kid. I've been through a lot of shit. Like I said, my brother had passed away. I was there trying to save his life. That already started me to a different area of life, to where I felt that my teenage area was gone. My sister, I'm not gonna lie to you, I had took a realization in my own life. If I was the only child with my brother and my brother passed away, things would have gone a bit differently. But since I had my sister in my life, she knew a lot of other people and a lot of other people knew her. So that made it to where it became very hard. She didn't like to be alone. She liked people being around her. And sometimes, even when she didn't, people found her. So it was very hard to escape drama. It was very hard to escape chaos. It was very hard to escape a lot of things. So when I was young, I wanted to get my own thing. Wanted to get my own job. Wanted to get my own car. 13, I tried to work at Taco Bell. Didn't work. But 16 years old, I just turned 16. Me and my mom has the same birthday, but me and her actually were like this when I was a kid. My brother died. Family fell apart a lot. I ended up getting very angrier. Like, I was just a very angry child. And I would be disrespectful towards my mom, towards my dad. And I was naive. I even fought with my mom a lot of times. I've done things that I regret so many times that hurt me now as an adult. But those are things that I have to take in consideration of healing, because I'm the only one who's able to do that. And my mom and we're very close. We're still close. I moved out at 16 to my auntie's house. That's when my auntie, because my mom, she actually started getting addicted to a little bit of drugs here and there. So she wasn't really able to, or capable enough to help me financially or mentally in the places that I needed to. And this time, summertime was around. So I ended up, like I said, my birthday had already passed. It was actually my birthday like 3 days prior to before that. And I had ended up getting me a job. The first day I moved out there, I had got me a job. It was an interview at McDonald's. It was the first day I moved out there because the McDonald's was so easy to get an interview that they would just send it to you very quickly. And then I had to do a couple of things. I had to drive back to Sacramento to get my birth certificate because I didn't have one, so I had to order one. My mom had helped me with that one. My auntie, she helped me with the social security card. And I was so surprised my mom did. Like, my mom, she's like, no matter what, if I say that my mom might be using, she still does her shit. I don't care what nobody says. Like, she might be late towards things. She might, sometimes she don't make it to deadlines. I'll give her that. Like, sometimes she don't make it to deadlines. So things that she needs to get done, sometimes she don't do them. But she shows up no matter what. Like, I'll give that to my mama. She does. She puts in that work, and I'm not gonna lie to her. So, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, no matter what my mama does, she does what she needs to do. And yeah, like, since I was 16, and then I had to move back because summertime was over. I had to move back to my mom's to finish school. Ended up finishing school. I graduated at 17. And because my work permit got took at 16, as I ended up stopped going to school because, like, McDonald's was calling. This time I was working at McDonald's again. I got transferred to Sacramento. Well, I actually didn't get transferred. I asked to be hired there, and they said, yeah, is your other McDonald's going to trip on you? I was like, no, they're not going to trip. Like, they're fine with this. Like, I needed to move back out here to finish school. So they're like, fine. They're like, okay. And they ended up hiring me. Took me like 2 weeks to end up starting whatever I started. I ended up being like a really good worker there. So I was working like on school days sometimes. Like, sometimes I would be there on school days. So my permit ended up getting taken like within like 8 months. And it took me about a week to get it back. It took me 2 weeks after I got it took to graduate. Because I was like, fuck yeah, I really want, and I actually got my first car at 17. So I graduated at 17, got my first car at 17, first Apple Watch at 17, bought my first Apple Watch at 17, made my first 3K at 17, or it was 16 or 17, either one of them. But even my counselor at my other school, like at my school that I graduated from, he was so proud of me. Like, he was like, I'm so proud of you, what you're doing, you're on the right track, this and that. Like, he was telling me, like, girl, finish school. No matter what you're thinking of, finish school. Because you might think of, like, because I was telling him that I wanted to be a tattoo artist, that I wanted to have my own business and this and that. He was like, later on in life, you don't know what you want to do. You're going to think that, maybe you want to go to college for maybe your art stuff or different things like that. So at the end of the day, you think about you wanting to finish school. So I ended up finishing it. I graduated on March 2nd and walked the stage July 26th, I believe. So I graduated a month early and I did my shit. I'm so proud of myself. Sorry, I'm hungry. I just cleaned up too, so let me pick up my mess. Okay. Last question. How did you figure out you wanted to move out at 19? So based on the same question that I was saying, the same question that I was answering earlier, this was about it. So about how my mom and stuff, we end up getting, so we're living in this house, well, this apartment for about 2 years. So we got kicked out. So we got kicked out the house that my brother passed away in because we stayed there for about 2 more years after he died, or maybe a year and a half. And we ended up getting evicted out of that one. But my mom, she was doing property management then, so she didn't get the eviction on her thing. It wasn't there because her property management owned that house, whatever they had going on. But she ended up getting fired instead of having the eviction on her name. Or they just ended up losing. I don't know if she got fired or my mom and her boss were actually really close. Like, since I was a child, I used to go to her boss's house, and they used to cook fish. Like, his boss was Asian, so I don't really necessarily believe that he fired her. He just told her that the business was, like, kind of losing foot, whatever, but I don't really think so. Or he was getting old. I don't know what it was. Anyways, they ended up leaving each other alone. She was actually doing property management for about 15 to 20 years. I don't know, she was working with that company for a very long time. And we were homeless for a while. We actually, I forget what happened. Yeah, we were living with so I moved to live with my mom's boyfriend because at this time my mom actually ended up dating somebody. And she was dating this Mexican dude. He ended up letting us, because he was staying with us for a little while, but he was back and forth to our house and his house. So he let us stay at his 2-bedroom apartment. He had a roommate there, so I was the one sleeping in the living room. My mom was sleeping in their room, in his room. The roommate was sleeping in the other room. So, excuse me. Basically, what I was doing was, my sister, she had one kid already, and he was saying that my sister couldn't stay there, so my sister was living with my auntie in the Manors at the time. Excuse me. So my sister was living at the Manors at the time. My mom was arguing with her boyfriend a lot, to where it got to the point it got physical. My family came and they ended up jumping him, doing some other shit. Yes, my mom and her boyfriend are still together. This was back in 2020. 22. Yeah, 22. And I think I was 15 at the time. I'm about to turn 21. And my mom ended up having this very bad fight with her boyfriend. I ended up calling my cousins to come over because I couldn't deal with it anymore. I needed to move out, so I asked to get picked up to move out with them. They ended up coming upstairs and seeing what they saw, my mom on the floor. He reacted out of anger, and I'm a female. My brother's not here anymore. It's just me and my sister. So my cousins, they acted out, my mom on the floor. So my cousin, he did have braces at the time. Did kind of hit him in his mouth a little bit. But other than that, I could have got that but I ended up living with my auntie after that happened for about 2 months. My sister ended up finding us an apartment in the Thomas for I don't know how much it was, but them apartments was really nice. We ended up staying there for about 2 years till we started getting notices on our door. And that's when I was like, okay, we're going to get kicked out. And my mom kept telling us, oh, she's paying it. Well, I'm paying it, this and that. I'm waiting for Section 8, this and that. Because Section 8, I guess, was supposed to help her. When in reality, they weren't helping her. So she ended up getting evicted. she ended up getting kicked off of Section 8. I don't know if she got kicked off of Section 8 at this point, but Section 8 was already gone off of that. So she ended up living with, since I was born, since before I was born, she was on Section 8. So she never knew how to do rent without Section 8. Before I was born, rent was like $300. So by then and there, her rent was always $100. And since it got more from the inflation of how it goes, she lost it. Now you gotta spend, you feel me, like I spend $16.52 every month. So it's like, you, let alone fucking SMUD too at that. So it's like, you telling me, yeah, she just, anyways, we moved, like, she has a boyfriend. Like I said, she's been with this dude for a while. He ended up getting his own spot after we got kicked out. Like, he ended up getting his own shit, which I props for both of them, like, because my mom don't, like, them, they don't play. No matter what, they'll be in the house. They be in the crib. And he ended up getting a spot. And he would always dictate on how, like, because at first we was at the spot for about, like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Not even, probably not even a month or two. And we're already getting kicked out by the landlord. We ended up moving to a different spot before you get the eviction notice. And this new spot, because tell me why this old spot that we got, like, we was getting kicked out from, it was like a 2-bedroom, like, with big rooms. So, like, my big room, like, my bedroom had a bathroom in it. His bedroom had a bathroom in it, right? He had the audacity to walk in my room to use my bathroom, because my room, it still has a door to close my room. I'm not closing my room to my bath. This is my shit. This is my shit. Why are you going in my shit to use my bathroom, my room? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I felt disrespected. He's coming in like, you don't know if I'm naked. You don't know what's going on. You have no idea. So why are you feeling comfortable enough to walk in, no matter what it is? Like, you have your own bathroom. You have your own, and he was trying to say this is a guest bathroom. No, it is not. It is connected inside my room. Like, my room has a door to close, but the bathroom is like literally a walk-in bathroom to my room. And then there's a front door that closes individually. And then there's the bathroom door that closes by. So there's 3 different doors. 3 different doors. And you're telling me that this is a guest bathroom. No, it is not. It's 3 different. This is a big bedroom, a master bedroom, just as yours. We both have master bedrooms in the same fucking apartment. This is not an extra bathroom. There's 3 doors. I would understand, like, if it was an extra bathroom somewhere, but it's not. It is not, sir. So I don't know. It was just weird. We ended up getting kicked out of that one, or just start living there, I guess. I don't know. It's because if I spoke up, he just didn't like the way that we were living. I don't know. We ended up moving to another house. We actually moved to a house instead of an apartment. And this house, like, he was dictating about the heater, my sister coming over, the uses of water, like, it was just so much. It was just so much. And then when I didn't have a job and I was just only tattooing at the time, it was like, oh, you're not doing this, you're not helping me with rent, you're da-da-da. But then as soon as I get a job and I start working at Amazon, that's when I first started working at Amazon. So I worked there for a whole year. And when I first actually got hired there, this is easy to get hired there, but it's hard to stay. When I first got hired there, I started working, and there was no talk about no money. There was no talk about, oh, you need to help me with this, or you need to help. Yes, I couldn't turn on the AC. Yes, I couldn't touch the heater, but I had my own heater. You know, at this time, it was really cold. And when it got really hot, when it got really hot, that AC, he would not turn that shit on for shit. I used to have, like, me and my mom used to have fans on everything, and that motherfucker, she used to be so annoying. But yeah, there's reasons why I moved out. I couldn't handle that shit no more. I saved up to $3K, and my actual first apartment was going to be in North Highlands. And I'm so glad that girl gave me that $500 deposit back. Because if she didn't give me that back and I got that apartment, I would have been dead for. Like, it's not even dead for, because I wouldn't have been. It's just more of, like, unsafe for me. Like, especially for my clients. I was really thinking about my clients then. I was thinking, like, how unsafe that they would have felt. And not only that, there's just so much kids running around around that apartment. It just feels unsafe. Like, not only that, like, my sister lived in those apartments. She ended up getting, like, evicted from those apartments or kicked out, whatever the fuck. They were just so weird. Like, those apartments got shot up. Like, it was just so much in those apartments that just felt heavy. It was actually on this, like, I guess, apartments built upon a cemetery. I don't know. Or a cemetery next to it. I don't know. It's either or. But them apartments did not feel good. And I was like, y'all, it feels like it needs, like, more than Sage. It feels like it needs a medium person to just come here and figure that shit out with y'all. But yeah. Anyways, to say the last question, my birthday is November 2nd. November 2nd, baby. For the last question. I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna actually cut that out. I'm gonna see you hoes next time. I hope you guys like this video.